Tonight, the hip-hop community is mourning the sudden loss of a rapper taken too soon. The artist Takeoff was shot and killed outside of a bar in Houston overnight. He was a member of the famous hip-hop group Migos. CBS 8's Ariana Cohen sits down with a local radio host who is reeling from the news.
5 shots fired from downstairs outside. The people next door are calling in about discharging firearms. Possible discharging firearms or shooting, not sure which. And just until at Dallas, probably heard gunshots and people screaming.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, and today we got a sad video, man. One of the members, Takeoff, he passed away yesterday after being shot while in Houston with Quavo. But we're gonna watch the news coverage of what happened and kind of react to it. It's really sad, honestly, and I think this is a big L for hip-hop in general. So, yeah. But I just want to take a moment of silence as well for him, man. But let's get into this video, man.
Back with you now at 9:41. We're learning more about what led up to the death of Migos rapper Takeoff.
We're also talking about Kanye West. Kanye haters are seeking their own billionaire status after a GoFundMe tried to raise money for the disgraced rapper.
And we know that Wisdom TMZ, they're over both of these stories, but your kids are fans of the Migos.
Yeah.
I have people in my family, and that news certainly hit hard yesterday.
Yeah, it was definitely a surprise.
Yeah, honestly, it definitely was a surprise. Out of everybody, I don't think Takeoff would be the one to go. He's always been a quiet person, quiet individual to himself, mind his business. So it's kind of crazy for the fact that this happened to him, man. And it's still hitting right now. So
when this happened,
Yeah.
but and also the whole thing with Kanye West and these people trying to raise money for Kanye West. That was a.
I'm trying to raise my own money.
That was a little bit interesting as well. So let's check in with Charles Ladaboutier from TMZ on the West Coast. And good morning to you, Charles. And let's jump right in. We want to talk about the star of one of the Migos first, and talk about that tragedy.
Yeah, a real tragedy. Wisdom, Marissa, good morning. But we have some more information now just about what happened in the moments before this shooting in Houston. And we knew that Takeoff and Quavo were there at this bowling alley. It was about 2:30 in the morning. They had been playing dice. And then there was an argument that broke out. Now, the way we heard this initially was that Takeoff got involved in this argument. We now have video that we posted on the site where you can see.
See, I didn't want to get into none of these details, but like Takeoff was not in no argument, bro. Takeoff is not in no argument, bro. The only time you ever seen Takeoff in the headlines probably was when they was talking about Bad and Bougie. Back when everyday struggle was a thing. Takeoff was not arguing with nobody, bro. Like, they gotta do better journalism work than this, like, journalistic work. Because it's like, you're saying all these things about a man that's not true. You assuming that's what happened because he's a rapper or whatever the case may be. But he's not that type of person. I don't even want to tell you what happened or what so-called happened, but it's definitely not this what they're talking about.
It's really Quavo who was having this heated discussion with these other guys. And we still don't know if it was directly about the dice game or something else, but they're having a discussion. Takeoff was standing a couple of feet behind Quavo. And at some point, Quavo just said, look, I'm done with this, and he starts to walk away. And as he's walking away is when someone took out a gun and started firing. It was one shot at first, and then everyone starts running. And then there were several more shots, a total of at least 10 shots that were fired. And we know, of course, that Takeoff was hit and was killed, was pronounced dead on the scene. There were 2 other people who were hit, a man and a woman. They're at a hospital getting treatment, non-life-threatening injuries. But so far, police do not have anyone in custody. They are investigating.
They had said that Quavo got hit too, but I seen the video and Quavo was not hit at all. Well, it didn't seem to be in any type of danger where it came to like a bullet or him bleeding out, nothing like that. But now they're saying like it was other people. But yeah.
Investigating, we know that they have seen surveillance video and other videos from the scene, and they are trying to gather information and to find who's responsible for this. But so far, no one arrested.
And hopefully that information comes in. I read that some 40 people witnessed it happen. So people saw something, you know?
I mean, that's the thing, Marissa. In every video that we have seen from the scene, there were a lot of people around. You know, there was a party that was going on there that night. And so a lot of people, and it does seem to me that Quavo and Takeoff didn't necessarily know everybody who was there. There were a lot of, it wasn't like this was a big celebrity event. There were a lot of people that were there. And clearly, even after the shooting, we still saw, you know, a couple dozen people who were still around the scene. So there were a lot of witnesses. And
I really, like, I'm tired of the fact that, like, stuff like this happens to black people. And black people won't ever do nothing about it. You know, they leave it up to all these other people to help us out. And then it's like, the cycle continues. Like, it's not like we try to fix it. You know, we try to make it a better situation, a better culture for us. Nobody else is dying but us. And the fact that that's what's happening all the time, no matter who's behind the gun, bro, that's sickening. You feel me? And I'm so sick and tired of it because you got 40 to 50 people witness this happen. Witness Takeoff dying. But nobody gonna say nothing because they're afraid to snitch. It ain't snitching if you wasn't doing the crime, bro. It ain't snitching at all. It ain't like you got in trouble and then went and told on somebody else to get a lighter sentence or to get out of trouble. You didn't do none of that. You were just there. You feel me? You watched somebody die in front of you. Another black person. And you won't even help. And that's a whole other thing. People were just recording. Yeah, he passed away, whatever. But like, bro, like, y'all ain't do nothing but sit there, bro. Y'all ain't do nothing but record. Y'all ain't do nothing but not try to snitch. And we got to keep continue living through this cycle in the black community. Every time. Nobody else walking around saying, oh, let's not snitch. That's why the white people always calling the cops when you enter their neighborhoods. Because they're afraid that you're going to do something wrong. But instead of you trying to protect yourself, your family, you trying to protect everyone else, you know, make it a safe space for people. Nobody want to say nothing. It's like we try to progress and we take 10 steps back every single day of our lives. It's crazy.
Hopefully police can get the information they need.
All right, Charles, let's switch gears and talk about Kanye West and all these people.
I don't want to hear about Kanye West, man. But that's all I'm going to say for this video, bro. Look, at the end of the day, this is really a sad story. Nobody ever thought that it would be Takeoff, bro. And honestly, that really hurt me. I know it hurt a lot of people. I grew up on the Migos because the Migos was really popping. They still popping. But I don't think the Migos ever going to be the same after this. And yes, they, you know, them and Offset stopped talking or whatever the case may be. They broke up. I really just hope and pray that they actually got a chance to reconcile with each other before this happened. That's one. And another thing is like, bro, like, I just feel like people need to help and at least try to figure out who shot Mans, bro. Because at the end of the day, you ain't do the crime and you're not gonna do no time. And on top of that too, you gonna help his family get some type of justice. Stop doing this, bro. Like, yo, just stop with this whole non-snitching thing. Stop doing this, bro. We're hurting each other. And we're hurting our own community. We're hurting each other in our own community more than anybody else right now. And we have nobody else to blame but ourselves.